Hey everybody, hey art bosses, super excited you're here today. Today is website audit day and we have spent the whole entire week together talking about the systems. We even dug into some of the strategies and the tools that we need in order to sell our artwork online, in order to find more leads and close more sales. It's time to take a look at one of our assets that we use to sell artwork. We absolutely love our websites. And we want to make sure they're upgraded and updated. And they turned from expensive business cards, okay, no matter if you just spent a little bit of money on them or a ton of money on them, into assets that close sales. We want to have website funnels that allow for us to see exactly who is visiting us and who is visually dining on our artwork on our website. So we're going to do the whole gamut. We're going to do a website audit. I'm going to walk you through the components of an upgrade, the components of making sure that your website is ready to become a powerful asset in your online asset arsenal. So I am going to be pulling training straight out of the Art Boss. This is a pre-recorded training today. I'm going to be sharing that video and running that video for you. The big benefit is that Team Art Boss will be here with you today inside of the chat. We'll be able to answer questions with you and for you and guide you to where you need to be. So super excited to pull this out of the archives, out of the training library, out of that training portal, and be able to share it with you. Super excited. So let's go ahead and get started. So the word for 2024 is more. This is about having a more effective website in 24. This is about having less lost sales. This is about having more confidence in your offer. This is about less time worrying about if your artwork is you're going to be able to find a home for your artwork. We are going to be spending the rest of 2023. And oh my goodness, I just noticed this is the last time I can use that introduction video. I need to change that to 2024. We're going to be spending today talking about websites. Next year in 2024, we're really going to do a heavy focus on making sure that our websites are set up in a way that allows for us to convert more sales on the website, that allows for us to magnetize more of our ideal clients, that allows for us to understand the power of that asset and to update it and make sure that it's sitting inside of our powerful selling systems in a way that allows for us to have more freedom inside of our business, that allows us to have more time back, that allows for us to spend less time sitting in front of social media, wondering who to talk to, and using these tools, especially our website, as a tool that allows for us to see exactly who is visiting our website so that we can have more conversations with the right people and close more sales. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Because if that's not what you're looking for, then you can just save the next 15 minutes of your time. But if you are interested in learning how to make sure that your website is set up so that it is optimized and the updates that it's going to need in order to be a more automated tool that allows for you to start working with more of your ideal clients. Or you could be an artist who's considering creating a website this coming year, and you're going to be able to use this audit as a framework to make sure that you're setting it up, your future website, in a way that allows for it to be more effective, allows for it to find more customers, and allows for you to close more sales. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to pull up a PDF file. I'm going to pull up a little mini presentation on your website. Let me go ahead and let's do it this way. Yeah, let's do it this way. And I'm going to remove this as well so that we can see everything. Okay. So websites, yes, they're absolutely amazing. Websites allow for our customers to learn more about us. However, if we have a website that is just kind of floating out in the cosmos that actually doesn't have the support and the updates it needs to close sales, it can be just an expensive business card. So we want to make sure that we're walking away from creating and investing in a tool that doesn't allow for us to get the return on investment that we want. We want to make sure that we're setting up a website that allows for us to close more sales, find more leads, have more conversations, provide more valuable content, and create that confidence that we need to have in our art offers. This is a really beautiful diagram that's going to allow you to see step by step the things that you need to be auditing in your website. Yes, we are using another C check. I love when we can create some tools that allow for us to intuitively start making sure that we are doing what we need in order to create a powerful website. So you're going to notice everything starts with a C. You're going to notice that this whole entire framework is numbered from 1 to 7 because it actually builds on one another. If you are not starting and doing the things in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it is really difficult to have sales and conversions on your website. So we're going to be pulling apart the 7 components of a high converting artist website. Okay, so the first one, we're going to talk about the first one, and then we're going to just kind of move through all of these. We need to make sure that our website has a clean visual presentation. What does that mean? When someone comes to visit our website, we have right about 3 seconds before they're going to decide whether they're going to dig in or they're going to walk away. Okay. Too many websites that I look at, and I do a lot of audits during the week. During the year, I do hundreds upon hundreds of website audits. They have about 3 seconds to engage your audience on your website. And so many websites that I look at are confusing, are disjointed, are visually unattractive. Especially being artists, we need to make sure that our websites reflect that creative organization that we have as artists. Okay. So the first impression will determine the likelihood of a purchase. Okay. So the best way to lose a customer, as they say, is to confuse your customer. So make sure that visually your website is clean and it has organization and it allows for someone to get the information that they need. Base level, very basic stuff here. These are the things that sometimes we think are the only things that we need to have in order to have a converting website, right? But if we don't have this, if we do not have step 1, we're going to lose our customers in the first 3 seconds. These are things like the right font, the right images, the right colors, the organization to your whole entire website. And I'm just going to put it out there. I find that the most simple of websites tend to be the best websites. I've seen really super complex ones that work really well. However, typically a complex website doesn't convert to people staying on websites. Okay. So walk away from the belief that it has to be over the top, super sexy, lots of different font styles, lots of different, like, keep it simple. This is about communicating and sharing information. Consistency is another thing. Make sure that there's a cohesiveness across all of your pages. Many times I go and do website audits and I notice that it just doesn't, when I go from page to page, I'm not sure if, like, am I somewhere else now? Like, make sure that everything is consistent across all of your pages. There should be a flow, okay, that guides your ideal client to the most important page of your website, okay, whatever page that is for you. For many artists, it is the sales page or the shop, but it could also be your about section, or it could be another page on your website. We also want to make sure that as soon as someone lands there, they know that you're a professional artist. Okay. When I talk about professional quality, this isn't about having to pay someone to create your website. This is about having a website that reflects who you are, and it allows for someone to see that you're a serious artist, that you're not just someone who's like hunting and pecking and trying to make a couple extra bucks here and there, that you're actually investing in your business and you're investing in their happiness, your customers' happiness when they come to visit. Okay. It needs to communicate your business goal. And like I said, you don't need to spend a ton of time or a ton of money or pay someone to create a website to look professional. This is about your first impression, making it look like you're a serious artist. Okay. So, level one, first thing, when we start looking at this, there are 7 components. 90% of the people I talk to when I look at their websites believe that this is the only thing that they need to worry about. And although it is super important that we do it, there are 6 other components that we need to be making sure we're evaluating inside of our audit. Okay. Number 2, clarity of message. Okay, so often, even if I can read the fonts, if they're big enough or they're not in script, I don't see the transformation that the artwork, that the beautiful, amazing artwork provides for the ideal client. Okay, transformation is probably the most important thing that in overall business messaging we need to be doing, and yes, we need to be doing it on our website. We need to clearly communicate the value of our products so that our ideal customers know that they're in the right place. Am I in the right place to buy what I want to buy, to learn about what I want to learn about, to connect with who I want to connect with? Invest the time and the resources creating that powerful content that magnetizes your future customers. This is a part that many people skip over. They just like kind of throw in a bunch of stuff. There's no that's not fluid. It doesn't it's very vague. It doesn't communicate the value of the product. Powerful stories are often missing from websites in creating the clarity and message. Are you being authentic in your website, in the messaging and in the content? Are you transparent in your message? Are you sharing information about yourself? Are you allowing your future client to get to know you, trust you, and like you before you ever start to make them offers? Or do you just sound like a salesy weirdo and you're like, hey, buy, buy, buy? Okay. The big win statement is often missing. It should be right out front. It should be one of the first things that you see when someone lands on your website. What is the big win that your ideal client gets when they work with you or have your artwork? Okay. Are you sharing this win with them? Number 3, commerce platform. I know that a lot of artists put this number one. A lot of business owners are like, well, I have an e-commerce site. And I'm going to say, yes, I believe that being able to purchase right on your website is super important. It is now super easy to do. In the past, like 5-10 years ago. Yeah, like 5-10 years ago. Gosh, it's kind of crazy that it's a decade that e-commerce platforms were really just coming into their own. It's not hard to put a payment link on websites anymore. The ability to connect to a place that will take payment for you and automate the payment is super easy to do. There's very little cost to doing it. You don't have to like pay to have Stripe or PayPal connected to your website to take payment. Is there a fee for when someone uses PayPal or any of the other e-commerce sites? Well, of course there is. They're going to take a small percentage of that, but there is no fee just to be able to use it. Okay. So whether you choose to have a cart or not, right, on your website, you need to at minimum clearly communicate how someone can purchase your artwork. Okay. At minimum, how they can work with you. We're going to also talk about e-commerce sites. They now have the ability, we've had the ability to do this, but abandoned cart is just a small sliver of the e-commerce platform that most businesses aren't leveraging. Research from Baymard Institute, right? It's just a marketing institute that really takes a lot of numbers, especially around purchasing in the online market, shows that look at that, almost 70% of online shopping carts are abandoned. The phone rings, the kid, oh my gosh, where's my credit card? And people walk away from the cart and don't purchase, okay? When we have e-commerce sites, we can then update our sites and have additional automated abandoned cart email sequences that recover anywhere between 9 to 12% of lost sales, okay? So not at first you're like, oh, that's not much. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you have If you have a product that is in the $1,000 range, for every 10 people who abandon your cart, you're making it's $1,000 of lost sales back. Okay. I don't know about you, but if it's totally automated and I don't have to think about it, I'd like to have it back. I would like to have it back. I also want to kind of bring up when you create your cart, when you create your shop. Okay. So when you have a e-commerce platform, you have a shop attached to it, bring your A game. Make sure that what's in your shop reflects the value of what you're doing. I see too many artist websites. They have this beautiful artwork and the only thing in their shops are magnets and t-shirts and keychains and things that are like not their A game. If you I want you to overall have in your shop something that reflects the value of what you do. Okay. If you are putting, this is a note, if you're putting that merchandise because you have a belief that low ticket offerings are easier to sell and easier to close, okay, you're not aligning your offer with the content on your website. Okay. So a huge thing that we work with artists to make sure that their offer and their messaging is aligned so that they can find their right customer. And that's what I want you to make sure that you have the ability to have the right content to find the right customer and make sure that you have the right offer that attracts your right customer. This is a huge misalignment that I see in a lot of websites. Next point. This is number what? 1, 2, 3. I think this is 4. Yeah. Point number 4. Our websites have the ability, and if they don't currently, you can easily add updates to your website to collect buyer information. Okay. So this is probably one of the most important things that I work with when I'm working with new artists. When I'm working with artists, they're like, yeah, they understand the cleanliness of their website and the clarity and messaging. They probably even have talked to people about e-commerce. But when we start really looking at our websites and its ability to collect data and information on our ideal clients, this is the huge game changer. And this is where from now on through the audit, these are the things that I want you to know. We have updates that we can add to our websites to be able to do these things. We have to be able to, if we're spending time getting traffic to our website, if we're spending resources learning how to and to get skill sets so we can do SEO optimization and we can build out on WordPress, all of the things that we need on our websites. If we're spending all that resource and we're putting money to finding leads to see what's on our website, we need to make sure we have the ability to collect contact information at minimum. This is one of the biggest ROIs that we can get from our website is using our website not only to close sales, which is the ultimate ROI, but also to make sure that we're getting leads. We're turning followers who might be kind of like ghosting us in social media into leads so that we can continue a conversation with them and we can continue to support them. We can continue to give them what they need to say yes, so that when we make our offers in the future, they're actually pulling out their credit cards. Okay. We can also collect purchase intent behavior. Your website can be set up to collect and track purchase intent. We can start seeing who is looking at what pieces of artwork. We can collect that data about who's visiting, what they're looking at, and we can put it all together so we can create action steps that allow for us to start making the right offers to the right people. And when we have the data, we can start creating those lead reports right inside of our tools connected to our website that allow for us to collect that data on our ideal clients, put that information into a database so that you can do the queries and find the group of people that you should be making the right offers to. Highly curated offers to the right audience are what closes. Call to action, another big thing that's missing on many websites. First of all, just giving them directions, clearly communicating to your ideal client what they need to do next to get the transformation. Okay. So when you find someone who's like, yes, I love this whole like concept. I love having a piece of artwork that is going to provide the transformation that I've been looking for. We have to provide clarity on how they can work with you, providing additional resources and access for you for supporting when like with a purchase. This is more than a contact page, guys. This is more than just having a place where they can like send you an email. We can also have call to actions for invitations, inviting your ideal customers to online and offline events so that you can showcase your artwork, give your ideal clients more opportunities to get to know you, get to know more about your artwork, and giving your ideal client the VIP pass or VIP access to you. It's often missing inside of websites. Then we have this ability to be able to start providing call to actions and rewarding our clients for actually taking us up on our offer. So the next point is make sure this might seem obvious to you and you're like, I don't even know why I have to do this, right? It may seem obvious that your website is a selling place, but your ideal client might not even know that you have many offers that aren't on your website yet. Okay. Share a way for your clients to get the artwork that provides the transformation they need and allow for them to just have an opportunity to even purchase more than what you've had time to put on your website yet. Okay. Conversations. Okay, this is point number 7. Let's go right on back to the beginning. Okay, let's take a little break here. So when we are working with our ideal clients and we're sending them to our website, we need to make sure our website has the ability to close sales. We've been working towards the big ROI, which is sales, but we've already hit some of these milestones we need to hit along the way. We're creating confidence in our offer. We're creating clarity and cleanliness to our website so we can clearly communicate the content and the things that people need to know about us. So the ROI being confidence, we're building a website that reflects that we're confident in our artwork. We're creating a website that has content that actually magnetizes, stops people in their tracks, and encourages them to lean in and learn more about you. That's a huge ROI as well. We're creating the components that allow for us to create leads. No longer do we have to wonder who is looking at our artwork. We actually are collecting names, email addresses, purchase behaviors, and even purchase intent. Because when we are starting to really move our customers through our customer journey, we need to have the ability to have conversations, and we want our ideal clients, our future dreamy new clients, to actually be able to have a conversation with a human being. If that right there is something that is a big stopping point for you, if you're looking for a place where you never have to talk to a customer, where you never have to engage with anyone, where you never actually have to show up and serve at the level of a true professional that is looking to serve their ideal client with their artwork, then your website is not the answer. Your website is not going to close sales. It's just going to be, once again, a very expensive brochure or a very expensive business card. Point number 6, creating an asset in your website that allows for you to start creating a human connection and having conversations with your ideal clients, right? So let's talk about that for a minute. A lot of times when we're thinking about a website, it feels really cold and it feels like a hands off and it feels like this asset that we never have to think about and we never have to actually engage with anyone. And that is usually what's missing in the conversion process, is not allowing for a human connection. Will some of your sales close without ever having a conversation? Absolutely, yes. But if you are not willing to have a conversation, you're leaving offers on the table and they will go buy artwork from someone else. Okay. So this conversations, I really want to lean into when we are a serious artist and a professional artist, we have offers that are in the premium price range. If we want to use our website to close premium price offers, we have to do that with a personal connection. And your website can be the bridge to a conversation that closes your profitable offers and your profitable artwork. Does your website allow a client to get to know you in more places than just the contact page? Okay. Point number two, these conversations. Our website is a part of our selling system, and it's one of the engagement places. It's one of the places where we can engage with our future customers. We need to make sure that everything on our website aligns with what we're doing in all of our other contact points. This is one of the biggest updates we can quickly add to our selling systems and add to our website that allows for us to close more sales. When we make sure that there's an alignment in the content, in the topics, and in the transformation we provide in all of the places where we talk to our customers, not just on our website, in our social media, on the website, in our personal conversations, in our email campaigns. We need to make sure that everything is aligned so that we actually do have conversations with people. We're not throwing out some new concept. They're very familiar and they've had the opportunity to learn more about us, and everything is aligned and clear, because it comes down to having a human connection. Okay. If your website is cold, okay, and if there is no personal connection or offers for personal connection, you're going to end up sounding like a salesy weirdo. You usually just sound like, hey, I've got this. Do you want to buy it? Price picture, price picture. Okay. Especially in the online world, clients and collectors. Okay. I use that word purposefully. When we get clients, that's step one to having collectors. Clients and collectors are looking for a connection with art and the artist, especially when they're pulling out their credit card for premium offers. Your website can be that bridge that allows for your leads to turn into customers and turn into collectors. And it allows for you to have a personal conversation where you can uncover their needs and communicate how your product actually provides the transformation that they're looking for. So point number 7, this is where a lot of people start. They're like, my website isn't converting and I don't know why. We've just created the 7 components that allow for us to actually get to the big return on investment and the big sales goal here. We do want to have a website that allows for us to have conversions. And the updates, and the simplest way to get conversions from our website is to have a framework. Okay, so I've given you a framework right here in an audit that would allow for you to start looking at your website in a way and start adding the tools, those updates that you need, allow for you to add in the strategies, how you set up your website in a way, what you put on your website, and allows for you to have a system that actually walks your beautiful, dreamy new clients down the path to the sale. Your framework is step by step. It's always the easiest way to get your website converting is to follow a framework with step by step that allows for you to close sales. Okay. There are super simple updates that you can add to your website that allow for you to optimize it and maximize sales. Okay. Follow up. The gold is always in the follow up. You need to be using the tools that track the thousands of potential clients who visit your website. You can be using Google Analytics to see how many people are visiting your website. Okay. And then we can make sure that making sure we're collecting and tracking those people. So we're walking away with names, phone numbers, email addresses, purchase behaviors, purchase intent, okay, and really tracking how they're engaging with you. Then providing outbound strategies that allow for us to take back control of the sale and close those sales. We also want to, this is the last thing I'm talking about for a whole entire audit, is this SEO optimization. SEO optimization is the super sexy name, super important to have. When you're running with the right tools and you've updated your website, you will automatically get SEO optimization with a really simple keyword and some really simple things that you can put inside of your tool that will, at least when people know your name and they're looking for you, it's going to be easier for your website to pop up, and making sure that you have it set up. It is a beautiful process. It's super powerful, but it is not what will allow for you to close on your website. It will only allow for people who are just out of the blue, wake up in the morning and go, I would like to have a new piece of artwork and I want it to be like Susie's artwork. If they can remember your name or remember your style or remember keywords that you use, that you use in your presentations, that you use on your website, you use in your social media, those are the things that start making SEO optimization really powerful. It is a passive income strategy, a passive traffic strategy, okay, that big businesses who invest heavily in marketing use, okay? So it's super powerful. It so works. And as a small business owner, we can use this and we can increase the chance of our art lovers who already know something about us to find our websites, okay? So super simple SEO optimization tools sitting right inside of the updates that you can add to your website. Okay. So a ton here. I'm going to pop out for a second. A ton of information. If you would like to uncover your next steps, I offer the opportunity to talk to me and we can take a look at your website and uncover your next steps. If you're looking for the tools, the systems, and the strategies, we have them here at the Art Boss Formula. We work with artists to make sure that their social media, their email, and their websites are all aligned and following this process so that you can optimize your website and close more sales in 2024. We want you to be able, okay, to have all of the systems, tools, and strategies that allow for you to close sales. We are working with artists in what's called the Art Magnet Pro. It's a brand new Art Boss Formula product. It includes the tools called the Champagne Room, those updates that you can add, missed a D there, but that's all right. I'll grab it later, to your sales system. It's going to collect the data that you need from your website, and it adds it to all the rest of the data you're collecting so that you can be talking to your ideal clients. We provide the Art Boss framework so that you have the collect, connect, and close strategy or system so that you can build out all of the strategies you need, the lead generation strategy, the lead tracking strategy, the lead reporting strategy, really sifting through all of your data to find the people who are getting ready to pull out their credit card. And then the systems for following up with email campaigns, with social media campaigns, with sales conversations, selling events, everything that you need in order to make sure that your website is more than just an expensive business card. Okay, so excited to be able to do that. If you're interested in learning more about the Art Magnet Pro, then I want you to type in the comments below. I'll be watching the comments over this week, and you can simply connect with me and we can share more about the whole entire package that we're providing, including that super sweet tool called the Champagne Room that allows for you to add the updates to your website. It also is going to add the updates to your social media, to your email campaigns, and also to your sales funnels. So we're so excited to be able to provide not only the system, but the tools and the strategies that are going to allow for you to have more in 24. All right, guys.